It's 94.7 FM Blair Radio, our nonprofit news brought to us by RVR Bank. Again, thank you to RVR Bank for being great sponsors and partners right here on 94.7 BlairRadio.com. Every other week, we get to have Three Rivers Public Health come and join us. We're going to be moving this from Mondays. We started talking about that. But welcome. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm glad to be here. And yes, our schedules are changing at the Blair office. We are no longer going to be opening on Mondays, but we are going to be Tuesdays through Friday.
Fridays, yep.
And I believe the hours are going to be 8 to 4:30. And so that's going to allow us a little bit of more, even though it seems like we're shut a day, it's going to like give us more hours or a little bit more time during those open days that we're there.
Well, it's just really moving back because you were Monday through Thursday with Friday being the appointment days. So it's kind of just switched that around a little bit.
And, and we're doing the same with our Wahoo location. I believe we're going to be there the second and the fourth Tuesday instead of being there 1 day a week that we were there before. But this is only allowing us as our small staff to be able to be at all locations, all the events, and still go out there and educate the public what we are, supposed to be doing, like you were saying earlier, just with maybe a smaller staff in all three counties. We're really trying to make sure we have presence in all three counties because we really do believe that that's what makes a difference, to have that connection with that community.
Well, and this week is fair season, so all three county fairs going through this week. So that also, so you want to make any changes after this. Let's get through the fairs first, right?
Yes, it's like, let's survive this first, and then we can make, adjustments to kind of help us move forward and being able to serve the community better.
So right now we're about halfway through the Washington County Fair. Saunders County Fair just started, so you guys have a presence down there.
We do have a presence there, and we will also have like the Dodge County.
The Dodge County Fair starts Wednesday,
and so we'll have presence there as well, doing the Dodge County Rodeo there. From 9 to 12 on the 2nd. And then we're also going to be at the Pack the Park that
that's
evening.
Coming up. So that's a full day for you.
Yes, and so that's going to be, I'm going to be there for the first time, so that's going to be super exciting for me to see what all goes down, how can I, fit in, where can I, put my little education piece in there. And so I'm really excited to be there. It's my first time being there. We're also going to have our own resource fair on the 9th from 10 to noon.
And that is in Fremont.
At First Lutheran Church. And so basically,
this is the second time you guys have done that.
Yeah. Last year we were fortunate enough to have it done during Christmas season, and we had like the Santa and stuff like that. And so this year we tried to move it to another season. We're still trying to figure out where is going to make the most impact. And so we decided to do it in August.
So getting ready for school, let's get everybody in and get the options and those resources out to those who need it.
Exactly. And connecting. So it's kind of like we're trying to do like a one-stop shop for all the community resources to be there, and for the community members to come in and figure out every single thing, not every single thing, but everything that they have available to them, and then being able to start that school season, a little bit lighter than other times.
And so that means the next couple of weeks, you and everybody in your staff, really busy.
Really busy. Yes. And I do want to mention, sometimes we get that, your phones. Unfortunately, that's why our phones sometimes are not, as quick to be answered because we're everywhere.
Right. So you have a skeleton crew back at the office, but you still are maintaining the hours at the office through all of this too.
Yes, correct. We still run the Title X clinic, and so we both the health department and the Title X clinic, running it with the staff that we have, and still doing what we can. You know, we're still trying to, we can go out there and do CPR classes for those that need it. We can do any kind of dental, oral presentation, education for the kiddos. You know, we can do that. We can do any kind of chronic illnesses, education, prevention, all that. And so we're we're trying to get all our skills and all that we have out there, because that's the best way of protecting our community.
Right.
You know?
And then once school starts, and then you get into the next series of things that you guys have been doing, which
nonstop.
Continue on.
Yep. Because then we get
because you do your dental checks and things like that come up.
Yep. And we do the hygiene classes for the kiddos, and then we also go into schools doing vaccines if we need to for the kiddos that are going back to school. And so we do a lot of in the schools, working with the schools. And then we also, we're not that far from flu season.
No.
I mean, it's far maybe for the community to think, October, November, we'll get our shots. But we already start to, gear up towards that and start to plan and prep for all the sites that we're going to come and visit and get those shots rolling.
Well, at this point in time, they've already kind of done all the research and studies with the anticipation of what strain to deal with, right?
Mm-hmm. And so now we are just gearing to make sure that, we have the supply that we need and that we're equipped, because we're doing several shot clinics during the week, even during the days. And so just trying to map those out in all 3 different counties is quite a challenge. So shout out to Bob that did it last year, and it was his first rodeo and doing that. Man, I don't want that job. Let me tell you, but that's
it takes a special cat to do that, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, but again, that is still going to be available. Washington County, Tuesday, or Washington County from Tuesday through Fridays, when starting next week. You're getting through the fair, then start next week.
Yes.
Saunders County, the 2nd and 4th Tuesday?
Yes.
Of every month. And then, of course, you have in Fremont for Dodge County every day there. So that's the headquarters. But if people have questions, what's the best thing to do?
Call our phone number, 402-727-5396. We will gladly help you with any questions. And like we always said, if we don't know, we don't have the resources, we at least will try and find out where to connect you to, and do a soft connection there. Our website is another great site to look for information, and so is our Facebook. We try to put a lot of information in our Facebook. We know we live in the social media area. That's why we're here at the radio station as well. We try to be as active as possible in all social medias.
And then you can always, through social media or through the website, there's that contact us or message, and that's being managed and monitored. So.
Yes. So we often, I don't think people realize they can send us message through the website, like an email, or even on Facebook.
Right. The messenger works fantastic.
Yep. They can just send it there, and a lot of the times that's maybe a little bit quicker than making a phone call. Yeah. Just because we're, easier access to the phone, or I don't know, but it just seems a little bit faster. But
sometimes you can just relay information directly from the source too. So that's also a good thing.
And then, most of us that are out there, we're out in the community doing things where we have access to our phone and we can check those messages and we can quickly hop on there and answer our questions. So
all right, threeriverspublichealth.org, or just follow on Facebook or pick up the phone and call.
Yes.
Again, thank you for what you guys are doing, getting ready for the next season of our lives.
Yes. So thank you so much for letting me be here.